why most human beings even struggle to know a little bit of peace or joy in their life. Why most human beings are not able to establish this as their quality. I know too many philosophies have been said, but let's look at it technically. Why is it not happening, something so simple? So all experiences of life, how are they entering us? If you breathe the coolness of the air, how does it get you? Neurologically, it travels almost instantaneously. Pleasant. If you eat or taste something pleasant, or see something pleasant, or hear something pleasant, essentially, first it touches your sense perception. From there, quite instantaneously, the neurological system takes it up to your brain and creates a pleasant experience or an unpleasant experience. This pleasantness of experience or unpleasantness of experience is not entirely in the stimuli from outside. Partly, yes. It also depends on how you are at that moment. You are in a frustrated, disturbed mood, somebody plays nice music, Yes or no? Somebody playing very nice music. It further puts you into rage. So we must understand, there are two aspects to it. One is the nature of the stimuli, another is how we are right now, which means what our impressions are, what our samskara is, what our karmic substance is. So when everything cooperates and pleasantness happens, you saw the morning sunrise, instead of being irritated, oh God, one more day, you felt, wow, nice. Feeling wonderful. Now that's nice. Because the neurological stimuli, when it touches the sense organ, from there, neurologically, it travels almost instantaneously and does things. But there's another system beyond your neurological system, which is the pranamaya kosha, which is as elaborate, if not more elaborate, than the neurological system, but it moves, I would say, 100 times or more slower than the neurological system. If you hold on to the pleasantness of experience, the neurological pleasantness that's happening because you're seeing the sunrise and you're feeling pleasant, usually, wow. Or something else, or something. Most people do not hold on to the pleasantness of the experience that's happening. They will hop all over the place. So if you hold on to certain pleasantness of neurological pleasantness, I'm trying to separate these two things due to lack of terminology in English language. Let's say you watched the sunrise and you felt wonderful for a moment. That moment is neurological pleasantness or sensory pleasantness. For it to become part of your life energy, you need to hold it. You need to hold on to that experience. You must be able to stay there because it's at least 100 times lower, for lack of exact measure, I'm saying at least. So if you're able to hold on to any experience, normally if you can hold on to 24 minutes, any experience of sweetness of experience, even if it's taste, smell, vision, auditory, if you do this to yourself, the pleasantness of the neurological system, once it sinks deeper into the pranic system, then sitting here blissfully becomes a normal thing. The sensory experiences, if you stay with it, this will become your quality. It's not something you have to do bliss.
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the realm of mere pleasure and pain? What if there existed a state so profound, so untouched by the external world that it could transform the very way you perceive existence? What if the very essence of joy, the pinnacle of contentment, was not outside of you, but deep within? Dear seekers, when you speak of bliss, you touch upon the very essence of existence. Let us embark on this journey together, diving into the profound ocean of bliss, exploring its depth and touching its sublime shores. First and foremost, it is essential to understand that bliss is not mere pleasure. Pleasure is what you feel when you eat a delicious meal or enjoy the company of a loved one. Pleasure is fleeting. It comes and goes with the changing tides of life. Bliss, on the other hand, is an eternal ocean, always present deep within you, waiting to be discovered. Imagine for a moment a vast, boundless ocean. On the surface, there are waves, sometimes tumultuous, sometimes calm. These waves represent your emotions, your thoughts, your desires, and your fears. Most of humanity is lost in these waves, forever tossed about, searching for moments of pleasure and trying to avoid pain. But what if I told you that underneath these ever-changing waves lies an immense depth of stillness, tranquility, and pure consciousness? That depth is bliss. Bliss is not an emotion, it is a state of being. It is not dependent on external factors. You don't get bliss from someone or something. It is not a result, but a recognition. It is a realization. It is there when you peel away the layers of your conditioning, when you peel away the layers of your fears and your desires. It is the very core of who you are beyond the confines of body and mind. So, how does one touch this bliss? Meditation is often misunderstood. Many believe it is an activity, it is a technique or a mere practice. But in its truest sense, meditation is not a doing. It is a state of non-doing. It is a deep immersion into the present. It is a surrender to the moment. It is an embrace of the now. Have you ever observed the gaps between your thoughts? The silent moments between your incessant streams of consciousness? It is in the emptiness that the seeds of meditation sprout. It is like the spaces between musical notes which make the melody complete. In the same way, it is in the spaces between your breaths where inhalation meets exhalation, that you find a glimpse of the vastness within. Now imagine sitting silently, surrendering to this vast expanse. As you observe your mind, you will notice that it is like a restless child jumping from one thought to another. But don't be disheartened. Watch it without judgment, without any urge to silence it or change its course. Simply be a witness, and as you do so, a profound transformation begins. As you dive deeper into this witnessing, layers of your being start peeling away. The waves of thoughts and emotions, which once seemed insurmountable, start to recede. You move deeper, diving past these tumultuous waves, descending into the vast oceanic depth of your very soul. It is here, in this profound depth of stillness, that a miraculous thing happens, which is bliss starts bubbling up. Like a spring of fresh water emerging from the earth's core, it is pure, untainted, and rejuvenating. In this meditative state, you are no longer a prisoner of your past or a dreamer of the future. You are rooted in the eternal now. This rootedness, this groundedness, opens the doors to a bliss that is beyond words, beyond comprehension, yet palpably real. So meditation is not about achieving something, but about letting go. It is not a journey to a destination, but a deep dive into the very source of your being. It is in this dive, it is in this surrender that you touch the very essence of bliss.